Hi guys, welcome back to week 3 of Premier League Reading Stars. It's Mark here with fixture 3. Fixture 3 is called In the News. Alright, today we're going to be looking at a lot of differences between newspapers and magazines, okay, and having some fun with it. Alright, the next slide is going to tell you what you need for today's fixture, so have a quick look and I'll see you back in a second. Hi guys, welcome back. Hopefully you've got everything you need for today's fixture. A little warm up now if you want to do it. The next slide is going to give you a link to one of our Super Movers videos. It's just a little video to get you up and active out of your seat before we crack on with first activity in today's fixture. Alright, have a little go at it and I'll see you back in 5. Okay guys, well done if you just did that Super Movers video. Really good idea to get you up and active before we crack on, alright? Our first activity is called Sporting Heads, alright? Just a little fun game for you to play with either a partner or as a group. The game is as follows, nice and easy. You can either using some sticky note paper or just a piece of paper, you're going to write down a name of a sports person, or if that's too hard for you, any well-known person that you think your partner or somebody in the group will know. Okay, you're going to give that to them. They're going to put it on top of their head so they cannot see it. Okay, and then they're going to ask questions to either you or to the group. Okay, to try and find out who that person is. You guys, very important, can only answer yes or no to the questions that the chosen person asks. Okay, so I've written down Wayne Rooney here on my board, on my tactics board. I would give that to my partner. They would either hold that in front of them, okay, or if they can, above them so they cannot see who it is I've written on there, and obviously they would ask questions and we would answer yes or no to try and find out that name. Alright, give yourself 5 or 10 minutes at it, have a go, make it hard and enjoy it. I'll see you back in 5. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed the Sporting Heads game with your partner or your group. Alright, we're going to move on now to one of our main activities. Alright, I said that today's fixture was called Fixture 3 in the News, and it's all about the differences and similarities between newspapers and magazines. Alright, we're going to look at newspapers first. If you have got some examples of newspapers with you, okay, or you can quickly get some, alright, brilliant, do that. If not, please try and use the internet, little laptop or computer, okay, or an iPad if you've got one, to maybe access a newspaper article for this next little bit. Alright, if you need to pause now, do that. If you don't and you're happy and you've got everything, alright, then you're going to listen to me for the next little task. Okay? Starting off with newspapers, what I would like you to do, using either the newspaper, physical newspaper that you've got with you, okay, is obviously read through it. Exactly the same for if you're on the laptop, exactly the same. Read through it, and I want you to try and think about these particular questions. Okay? They are on the next slide as well, but I've just written them down here. Hopefully you can read my writing. I know it's pretty bad. Okay? What we would like you to think about is the purpose, first of all, of a newspaper. Okay? Why is a newspaper written? Okay? Then we would like you to think especially about headlines. Alright, what is a headline? Okay, and can you write down a definition of a headline? Alright, please do this with coaches, teachers, friends, okay, parents. Have a little chat about it whilst we're answering these questions. Alright, make it informal as possible. Alright, why are they, okay, in the newspaper, these headlines? And then, what does a newspaper have inside of it? Okay, what has it really got inside? Okay, that appeals to so many people. Is it colourful? Are there a lot of pictures? Who is a newspaper written for? Are there certain newspapers that are written for certain types of people? Okay? We would like you to have a little discussion and try and answer these questions about it. Give yourself 10-15 minutes to try and do this, alright? And I'll see you back in a little while. Okay guys, second part of the main activity then. We're going to move on. Hopefully everything was okay with the newspapers. We got quite a lot of answers down, and obviously a really good definition for what a headline is. We're going to move on now to magazines. Okay, if you have got physical examples of magazines with you, brilliant. If not, you'll be able to get some examples online, on the laptop, on the iPad, if you can. Alright, if you need to, like I said before, pause the video, do that, and then come back to it whenever you're ready. Alright? Magazines. We're going to go through the same process again, answering the same sort of questions. Okay? Alright, I've got them on the board here again for you, but I know they'll be on the next slide as well. So, what is the purpose of a magazine? Okay? Why are headlines, again, in a magazine, and why are they so important? Okay, where are they in a magazine? And then, what does a magazine have inside it? Alright, try and compare it, okay, to a newspaper, more or less things inside of it. Is it colourful? Okay, it might be more colourful, okay, than that last newspaper article that you were reading. Okay, does it have a lot of pictures in it? More or less pictures than possibly a newspaper does, I don't know. Alright, and then who do you think, okay, that magazine article is written for? Okay, it might be a type of person, it might be something that sort of person, okay, is interested in. Alright, discuss these again, answer the questions, might be a little bit easier this time, okay, so you might be able to do this one in about 10 minutes, okay? Have a little go, and I'll see you back for the last little activity. Okay, hopefully you've completed now then, thinking about the differences and everything to do with newspapers and obviously magazines. You wrote down and discussed all of the answers to all of the questions, okay, that I had on my board just a second ago. The last little activity, okay, for this part is we're going to have a little bit of a versus game, okay. So on the next slide there is an example table, alright, what we would like you to do, we would like you to use this example table to write down any similarities and differences between, okay, newspapers and magazines, alright. Use the table. Alright, write down as many similarities, as many differences as you can, and also, if we can, write down at the end, which do you think, okay, or which do you like the best, alright, which one out of newspapers or magazines do you prefer, and write down a reason why, okay. Give yourself about 10 minutes to do this, alright, and I'll see you back in a little bit, and I'm fortunately, again, going to have to set you a training homework challenge. I'll see you soon. Hi guys, hopefully everything is okay then with that last little activity, doing our table, all about the differences and similarities between newspapers and magazines, and we also got something written down for which one we like the best and why. Alright, like I said, we're going to set some homework now. I'm going to call it a training challenge. Okay, so training challenge number 3 is called Report It. Alright, and what we'd like you to do, using either a kind of like newspaper or magazine style format, is write about something that has either happened or is about to happen, okay, what's going on in your life. That might be something that's happened at school if you're still at school, okay, or something that has happened, or something that's happened at home, okay, or is about to happen. You might have a birthday celebration, or okay, something coming up, okay, or it might be something coming up later on in the year or next year, okay. Have a little go about it, report it, colour it in, do whatever you can, make it in as much detail as you can, and have some fun. All right, have a little go at that. And please remember, stay safe, and I will see you next week. See you later.